Hi everybody, this reading is intended for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're looking to figure out your placements for your moon sign or your Venus sign, you can click the link down below and Truly Divine can help you out with that. So this reading is love and it's for the month of June. We're going to be taking a look at what you can expect for your love life. I'm just taking a look at the bottom of the deck here because I see that there was somebody that you're very passionate about. I feel like you've rescinded an offer to this person because this is looking as though you actually took yourself out of the equation or will be taking yourself out of the equation for the simple fact that they didn't seem to see the opportunity that you were extending to them. You're still feeling quite optimistic though, even though it looks like based on the cards I've pulled that there has been a separation or there will be a separation soon. So let's take a look at this. The past energy for what your person was bringing into your life was the devil. So it's showing me that this person was still in a place of really operating in a lower vibrational space. They may have become a little bit too possessive of you, or they could have had addictions that affected the connection. It could have been that outside influences were ruining the connection because sometimes that is the energy of the devil. It could also be that this person that you were dealing with had some real issues around their own shadow self or, their own toxic behavior or limiting beliefs, which actually ended up causing you to feel as though you were the only one really showing up to the relationship. In the past, I see that you actually did talk to this person about how you felt. I think you really just kind of let it all out, but ultimately the relationship was not saved. It couldn't be saved. And you felt as though it was necessary for you to detach from this connection. Now, for you, Cancer, I feel like that past energy and what you went through has you feeling very emotionally guarded. You're ready for a new opportunity. You're looking for something that is more in alignment with who you are. For some of you, your past partner had a real addiction, and that made it very difficult for you to keep holding on to the connection. I feel like you're not giving up on love, but at the same time, based on what you've been through, as much as you want something new, you're still not willing to become fully invested in a relationship at this time. Now, your situation for the month and kind of what you'll be going through is the Five of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like with your partner coming through in the past energy as being that devil energy, that really talks about the toxic side of love. When love turns into something else, it turns into obsession. But with the Five of Swords in the reverse, this is the energy of that person realizing that the behavior that they were exhibiting hurt you, but it hurt themselves as well. This is them realizing that anything that they were bringing into the situation was actually what led to the relationship falling apart, right? Because you started to feel really overburdened. The thing about it, though, is even if this person decides they'd like to communicate with you or they'd like a second chance, because oftentimes when this Five of Swords comes out in the reverse, it talks about somebody coming to the conclusion that they were operating in a very unscrupulous manner, and they usually come back and try to apologize in some fashion. This is also kind of being re-solidified, this message here, because we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which talks about somebody not only apologizing to you, but somebody returning to you that you feel like you lost. And in your past, I'm seeing that you walked away from this connection and you really did feel like this person was a soulmate. Now, the thing about it, though, is with the Five of Swords energy coming out reversed, even though this person may be trying to make amends or have these conversations with you to make you feel better, we also have the frenemy coming out in the reverse. So this can talk about you not trusting this person based on the behavior that they've exhibited in the past, because to get this into the reverse, we first went to it in the upright, which talks about this person really putting themselves over this connection. This could have been them being deceitful or cheating, because sometimes with this frenemy card coming out, this is something that feels like it was exposed. Not only can you not trust this person, but it very well may be that things in their environment or people in their environment sway them to treat you in a way that led to this ending, right? with the Four of Swords energy, because with this reverse, we do go back to the Four of Swords. This talks about somebody wanting a second chance. It talks a lot about somebody taking a break from a connection and really thinking about the way that they've behaved. Tell me anything else I need to know about the situation. King of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, this person is having a really hard time moving on from the past. Now, for you, Cancer, I feel like you're moving forward. For them, it seems like they're a little bit stuck. They're not able to forget you. They're not able to just let this connection go. And so it's showing me that this person is actually feeling a great loss. They're trying to figure out how to put an end to the behavior that they exhibited in the past when it comes to you. Your thoughts and feelings over the next few weeks, you're trying to figure out how can you move this connection forward? Is this something that you want to move forward with this person? Because I think the underlying issue here is, can you trust them, right? Are they really done with this devil behavior if they're coming in to try to make amends? I'm also looking at this Eight of Wands in the reverse, because this is how you're viewing your person. And this is you viewing them as really being stuck in this toxicity. You could feel like they're stuck in an environment that leads them to make the choices that broke you up to begin with, right? But with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, there's also an element of being upset, right? When that comes out in the reverse, it talks about a relationship that had been really good. You were feeling very happy. And then very quickly, it changed direction. And oftentimes when that Eight of Wands comes out reversed, you start to feel bitterness towards your partner or your previous partner. We're also going to take a look at the Seven of Wands in the upright. And that energy talks about feeling a little bit caught off guard. So this could be something that you've completely given up on. But it also talks about feeling the need to defend yourself or to stand up for your beliefs, right? And I feel like you're coming from a place of being hurt and being angry still with this energy, because they've done something to you and they're well aware of that. They know that this behavior would have to change for you to allow them back into your space, right? What you'll do over the next few weeks, Cancer, is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is being clarified by love. So I feel like there's a lot of love for this person still, even though they really hurt you. But I don't see you working towards a commitment with them at this time. You may be trying to explore your own options over the next few weeks, because this is something that has been really exhausting to you and you finally broke away from it. So it could be that you're just not willing to solidify anything with this person until you know for certain that you can trust them. It does look like there would be some sort of discussion or reconciliation. You may even have an opportunity to spend some quality time or intimate time with this person. But at this point, because you don't know if you can trust them or not, and this person seems a little bit flighty, they don't have the direction to always be able to say, Cancer, this is how we're moving the situation forward. This is what I want. For you, you're tired of feeling like the only one who is voicing and expressing what you want out of this connection. So I feel like if this person really wants you and really loves you for the next few weeks, Cancer, you're open to hearing what they have to say, but you really want to see them make a move and work for this. That's exactly an Eight of Pentacles, right? So you're going to wait for them to put in the work. I think you'll be open to hear them out, though. What will hurt is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. And when this comes out in the reverse for me, this is not only talking about something that's not really getting off the ground, but I feel as though this is a situation where when you deal with this person, you have a habit of not taking it slow with them. It's like you go from 1 to 10 so quickly because you feel that connection that the relationship never gets to build on a solid foundation. And this is actually the Tower in the reverse for advice. So be very mindful if you're letting this person back into your space, and maybe you don't want to commit to them right now because you don't trust them, but are you setting up the dynamic to have a relationship with them that looks very similar to the way you started out last time, because it feels so good to be with them that you don't take the time to really build that friendship or figure out what happened here, right? I feel like this person is very persuasive because they do come through with this devil energy. And you may have a hard time standing your ground, even if that's what you initially felt like you were going to do. it seems like when they get into your life, that becomes a little bit more difficult, right? So the energy here, what will help you is to not build something that's going nowhere, because we have this clarified by deserted. I feel like your person has a way of getting you to let your guard down. And then when they see that they can still come in and out of your life, they don't feel that it's imperative for them to stay, and they get distracted and leave, right? So the energy here is talking about, for some of you, your person has an ex-partner or has a tendency to go back to a karmic partner a lot. And that's kind of that environmental issue I was talking about. It would be very good to be sure that they really are single if this is something that you're interested in pursuing. But this is also saying, be mindful of not slowing down your own progress to go back to building something that looks just like what you've already seen, right? Because when this tower is in the reverse, we actually go back to the energy of the devil. And that's your advice. Is this still toxic? Is this something that is just going to drag you down, right? Because with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, this is somebody who will give to situations that are, I don't want to use like the term like beneath you, but it doesn't value you. It's not a situation that gives you what you deserve or you desire, but it's also turns out to be kind of a waste of your time, right? Tell me anything else for what will hurt this situation. Temperance. So the hard part here is that you may want to work with this person, but with the energy being deserted, it feels kind of like you will be the only one trying to find balance in this connection, because this person still has to work on changing. With the Seven of Wands in the reverse, this is showing me that right now this isn't something that you're being advised to fight for, because we go back to the energy of the Six of Wands. And this is coming out as your advice, that this person really just wants attention. They want to know, are they still welcome in your space, right? The hard part, though, is that I know that you love them very much. Tell me more about what will help. Okay. Exactly. So if you look at this, this is the Two of Cups and this is the partnership, but this is literally this person saying one thing and doing another. This is them running from this connection as soon as they see that this could still get off the ground and go somewhere, right? So just be mindful of how emotionally invested you get in this until you see that you can really trust this person, because at this time, it's looking like Spirit is asking you to remember kind of the energy up here and how this became such a burden, because this person has a way of sucking you back in, right? Now, your person is coming through as the Two of Swords for the next few weeks. So that's probably part of the issue, is that they don't, if they are communicating with you or when they do communicate with you, this is someone who really has the energy of feeling as though they can't move the situation along. They're not sure how to make things work. They don't really have a resolution to the situation. That's exactly it. They're not in a hurry to be exceptionally committed. This could also talk about them being ignored by a past partner. So if you've moved on and this person had other people in their space, it could be that suddenly now that's not working out for them. And here they are trying to come into your life to get some of that love and that attention, but they really have no real plans to stick it out with you, right? Now, how they're viewing you is the Nine of Pentacles. So they see that you're doing fine. They feel like you're doing quite well for yourself, right? Tell me anything else about that. Two of Pentacles. So they want to see if you are still feeling as though they're an option in your life. But it's showing me that this person is still on the fence about what they want to do. The situation for how this is affecting them is the Four of Swords. So they're ready to have a conversation, but they also feel as though there's been an ending. Now, whatever that ending is, we can take a look at in the general reading. But what this is looking like is that they're watching you very closely while you're living your best life. This is taking into account also with this tradition coming out in the reverse for your person. They could have went off and started a whole new relationship only to be broken up with, because it seems like they bring this toxicity kind of wherever they go. The hard part about that, though, is that they're coming through as still being someone who's non-committal. So I'm going to take this over to the extended reading, and we're going to take a look at what this person is thinking about the situation. I'd also like to see how they feel about you. Your outcome is the High Priestess. So we have a lot to look into because this is secrets. This is still things not being revealed to you, right? You're going to have to trust your intuition here. And we actually have soulmate coming out in the reverse. So outcome is you having to make a decision, but I feel as though you're not going to have all of the information that you need. This person may not supply it to you. This might have to be you just looking at the situations that you've dealt with in the past as far as they go, and then making a choice, right? So we're going to kind of expand on this High Priestess in the extended reading. And I'd like to know what this person wants for this connection, because it's coming through as there's still being a lot of secrecy involved. We're going to see what they've been up to and what they will be up to in the future. We're going to take a look at what their choices. We're going to take a look at how their choices in the future will affect you and why they make them. We're also going to see what the advice is for dealing with this particular energy. So we have alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And that really is that High Priestess energy, because Spirit is asking you to look at all the things that didn't work, right? We have helpful person. Someone wants to help you. Think of whom that might be and initiate contact. Now, it could even be, Cancer, that someone in your environment has information about this person that you don't know. And with this coming out as stay optimistic in alchemy, I'm seeing that you've been trying really hard to move forward to something new. So maybe, you turning around and giving this person a chance when it seems like they've brought you a whole lot of this 10 of Cups in the reverse energy. This is saying that it's a good idea to keep moving forward, because that's actually you quitting on the miracle that's on its way to you, which looks like it could very well be someone new. I'm going to take this over to the extended reading, but I hope that this was helpful to all of you, and I will speak to you again soon. But in the meantime, take care of yourselves and good luck with this. Bye. I think that they feel like no matter where they go or what they do, they'll find a way to be able to come back and work this out with you. They realize that you're no longer paying attention to this connection. They feel like you may have gotten bored of them as well, but there's also the energy of them feeling like they'll be able to get your attention if they start to put in some work with this connection. The hard part, though, is with that Knight of Pentacles coming out in the reverse. This literally is like the energy of them always treating you like you're the other man or the other woman in their life or their world. This is not them seeing your value or your worth.